saw this idea, and I'm like, let's try to execute this on the Bert Show. So, ladies, if you want to know if you are marriage material, you're obviously not married yet, that is something you aspire to be, is married, you call us up right now, 1-855-BERT-SHOW, 855-237-46. And you have 4 men here in studio. Bert, who is engaged, Mo, who is single, Romeo, who is single, Kaylee, who is married.
Wow, that's the first time I've been called a man in a while. So honored to be part of this group, you guys.
They will all ask you one question each. That's it. And at the end of that, they will tell you whether or not you are marriage material.
Okay. The judge and jury, 1-855-BERT-SHOW. Okay, so to give you an example of how this works, why don't we just work it for the first time with Abby?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow.
We literally just played a personality liner that says something to the effect of tricking a man into loving you.
I was about to say, I'm like, this sounds like the kind of game show I'm going to be talking to my therapist about later. It's just like, you are not marriage material. And I'm going to be crying about it for weeks.
All right, so you do inevitably want to be married.
100%. Yeah, I need to trick a man first, though, as we've heard.
Do you believe you are marriage material?
You know what? Every day I start to question it a little bit more. I think I really thought, if you had asked me at like 22, I would have been like, yeah, like I'm perfect wife material, work out, I can cook. And now the older I get, the more I realize how messed up I am.
I love that the 2 things you cited that I'm marriage material are like, I work out and I cook.
She's gotta look good, make good food. Ask most men, that's enough for them.
All right, so let's try this first round with Abby then. So Mo, what would be the first question you would ask?
How do you handle hard times with your partner?
I retreat into my room and I refuse to talk to them. No, I'm just kidding.
Your marriage material from Mo, he'd love that.
So, as Romeo can attest, I'm very direct. I can be very confrontational, and I'm not afraid to bring up a problem if I feel like something's brewing. So actually, I do think I get an A+ on handling conflict because I cannot stand feeling like there's an elephant in the room.
Okay. So it has to be closed for you.
Yes.
Can't just be lingering. Okay. Yeah. Kaylee?
How do you feel about your partner wanting to go out with the boys a couple times a week?
A couple of times.
A couple times?
Well, there you go. There's the answer right there.
No, it depends. What's the ratio of him taking me out versus going out with the boys?
Oh, I mean, he's with you every night. I mean, other than that, but if or how about this? Couple of, like Bert used to do. He used to go on these solo trips. So how would you handle your man going on a week solo trip?
All right, so those are 2 different questions. You want a solo
forget
trip?
my first question. Now I'm saying
solo trip?
Yep.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Like a yoga retreat?
Whatever. It could be. He could be just walking in the woods, camping. It doesn't. It's a solo trip.
That's like Ted Bundy energy, and that really freaks me out.
So you say absolutely not.
That's a no for me.
No? So your man comes to you and says, I want to go on vacation by myself.
Why don't you want to go with me? Am I not the delight of your life?
He says, wow. It speaks volumes of both you and I. Yeah.
You're a serial killer.
And you guys have no idea what the body is. Okay?
All right, my question is just...
It's a good question.
Yeah.
That'd be one I would ask now, yeah.
Mine is not that great. What's the screensaver on your phone?
Oh, this is a good story because it's actually something I took while I was here for my interview.
Okay.
It's kind of like, it's a little religious, but Tommy took me out to lunch after I came here for the Bert Show. And I'm a Christian and I pray a lot. I read my Bible. And there was a specific verse that I'd been praying over about like whether or not I wanted to come and work on this show. And we go to the restaurant. And it's that there's like a picture of that verse on the wall. So I took a photo of it to remind myself when I felt nervous about coming here that it was the right thing to do. I love that story. I know. So that's my screensaver.
Okay. What can we ask you what the quote is?
Yeah, it's Esther 4:14. Perhaps you were created for such a time as this.
Wow.
I love that. I know.
Somebody marry her.
I love the question. I love the answer, but I love the question too because it does say a lot about you, right?
Yes, it does. Because if it was a picture of her, then now I know.
Yeah.
Creeping on her phone. You're just.
That's a really great
It
question.
is a great
It
question.
was my cat before, so I don't know what that says about.
That says a lot too.
When is the last time you went out in public without makeup on?
Right. Oh no, I'm wearing makeup now. Yesterday I went to Publix, or no, was it the Fresh Market? I went to the Fresh Market without wearing makeup.
Okay.
Isn't that brave? I don't think.
All right, Mo, is she marriage material?
I believe so. Absolutely.
Kaylee?
I don't know if I could do it, even though my wife doesn't let me go on the solo trips for a
Some
week.
things a little weird. Like, are you hunting? What are you doing?
What are you talking about? You were on a sea-doo out in the middle of
Oh,
nowhere.
well, that's true. But yeah, okay. Well,
So if you're asking what the solo trips are,
Yeah.
it's to get away from everybody and just be by yourself for 1 week, not having to consult with anybody. You can change your mind and there's no back and forth. It's 100% selfishness for 1 week out of the year is really what it is.
But where do you go?
wherever you
I've
want.
been to
you want.
Argentina. I've been to Malta. I've been to Caribbean islands.
But the thing about being a woman is like traveling alone is a little like that wouldn't be relaxing to me. I would
Right.
be in constant
guard.
fear. Yeah.
But the question was, if your man were to go, you're
Yeah.
saying absolutely not to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was convincing.
Oh, you already asked me to marry you, so we know what the answer is.
I'd say yes. We'd have to work through the solo trip thing, but yeah.
Forgot about that answer. Yeah, you have to work through that with me too.
I'd say yes.
So 3 or 4 dentists recommend Abby.
Somebody send this clip to Riley Green.
And I like the makeup question because it shows that you're comfortable in your own skin and it just shows a self-confidence.
Okay.
All right, Marie, good morning. You are on The Bert Show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Okay, do we need to ask her any questions beforehand, Kristen, or do we just launch right into our question?
Marie, are you currently in a relationship with somebody?
Yes, 2.5 years.
2.5 years, and you want to be married?
Yes, but he's an idiot. So
All right. So let's go.
It's not the greatest start.
And I know my answer already.
You may be marriage material just for a different guy.
All right, so let's reverse it.
Okay.
Bert, you will start first.
Okay. When is the last time you didn't have a job, a full-time job?
about 3 years ago,
3 years. And how long did that period last?
like 4 years, because I was a stay-at-home mom.
Oh, okay. All right. Brilliant.
I get a free pass on that one.
Yeah.
All right, my question is, if you had to give your relationship a percentage, would you say it's 50-50?
A percentage of what?
Like of what you give? Like if the relationship 50-50?
Not always. We kind of go with whoever is feeling the best at the moment gives the most, but it's not like one person gives all of it at one time. Sometimes he gives more than I give, and sometimes I give more than he gives.
You just cater it to what state you're currently in.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaylee?
Okay, how many true long-term girlfriends do you have in your life?
One.
Oh, she says sheepishly. One.
Okay.
How long?
What does that say? What does that question say to you?
Well, and I'm not talking about all women, but I feel like some women or girls that I have met or encountered who have trouble getting along with other women, to me, that's kind of a red flag. Because they don't go out like with their girlfriends and have their kind of own thing going on.
So you're just worried about her being around all the time.
This whole space thing, he's taking it to a totally different level.
He just wants to be away from his wife.
No.
So bad.
No, it's not that, but I don't want her looking at me for entertainment every single second of the day.
I go back to the very first question was how many times a week is he allowed to go hang out with you?
All right, Mo, close this out.
What is your relationship like with your family?
Pretty good. They make fun of me a lot, but I just throw it back at them. So, we bond over it.
All right, that's it, gentlemen.
I think you are marriage material.
I'm going to say no.
Romeo says no. Why?
I didn't like the answer she gave me for my question because I felt like somebody needs to be firm on who's holding the pants.
Really?
What?
So you need definitive roles in your relationship, and that can be the woman sometimes. Most times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if you guys even like women. Kaylee doesn't want to spend time with them.
That's not what I'm saying.
Romeo's
You're
like,
taking it out of context.
wishy-washy.
Women or women? Mo?
Hey, Romeo.
Hey.
We prefer not to wear pants, so.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, talk that talk.
You're missing out now.
Well, you just swayed my answer to a yes.
You are now
It's a
married.
yes for me.
And Kaylee?
Yeah, I can't. I say no. I'm
Okay,
sorry. I think
so-
you're a lovely person, but yeah. No,
And why isn't she marriage
Well,
material?
I
for you?
just, I
She want to
think-
be around too much?
No, it's not that. I just think
This is going exactly how I wanted it to go.
there are red flags when I think girls don't have a number of girlfriends because they have trouble getting along with other women, and to me that's kind of a red flag.
That's fair.
I understand.
Okay.
Kind of negative.
And Romeo wants a relationship where somebody has definitively is the leader.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Lauren. You are on the Bert Show.
What up, y'all?
Hey, what's up?
You sure you want to put yourself through this?
Oh, I'm ready.
I assure you, we're going to do nothing but make you look good. All right.
All right.
So, Lauren, what is your definition of an independent woman?
Ooh, I'd say a woman who is aware enough and confident enough to navigate the world, the workplace, social situation by herself, making her own moves, but also aware enough to know situations where she needs to lean on people, whether that be coworkers, friends, family, or their romantic partner.
Oh, hell yes.
Man.
Really great answer.
Legend winner right there.
Very
So
good.
snap. I'm trying to snap over here.
Well done.
All
Romeo.
right. My question, super simple. What's the screen time on your phone?
Screen time? Okay, I was down 8% last week.
Good for you.
So I'd say probably last week was not a busy work week. Probably like 5 hours or so.
5 hours a day.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
What does that say, Romeo?
She might be playing too many games on her phone.
Don't you have a problem with screen time?
Yeah,
Have
so
a-
one of us needs to be off the phone.
Makes perfect sense.
Well played.
Haley.
How is your relationship with your father?
So I'm going to say it was good. He actually passed away last year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So it's not as good
It
now.
was
Yeah, that's. Damn it! Now I feel bad.
like it was an amazing relationship. I was literally just talking in therapy last week to my therapist about how like my upbringing and relationship with my family, my dad included, just like shaped me and set me up to be the woman I am today.
That's an amazing answer, and that's what I'm glad. I'm very happy that you had that experience.
And you're working on yourself, going to therapy, doing the thing?
Yes.
Look at there are 20 guys on the phone right now that want to marry you tomorrow. Mo.
Have you been married before? If so, why did it end? If not, why not?
No, I haven't been married before. Have y'all heard, women say, like, I want to meet somebody, but, like, he's not going to be a robber and come knock down my door, so I got to get out there in the streets and meet people? I don't be out here in the streets meeting people. So I think the opportunity hasn't presented itself because I haven't been out there enough. So that is one of the things I'm working on post-COVID.
Okay.
Mo, what street you going to be hanging on today?
You know I don't know the streets here.
Well, you can drop her a pin, send her a
I can
pin.
do that.
This is where I'm at.
That I could do.
Mo, is she marriage material?
I believe she absolutely is.
Kaylee, is she marriage material?
Yes, sir.
Romeo.
Because she's off the streets, yes.
Man, someone needs to scoop you up. You are definitely marriage material, Lauren.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, bye-bye.
4 for 4 is a sweep.
Is this something that you want to try again another day?
I found it highly entertaining.
I just want to remind all ladies that the happiest people, statistically, scientifically proven, are single, childless women.
It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
So, first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.